7517 888-320-7517. For Kevin Todd and engineer Mike Parnell, I'm Randy Rosenbaum. Until next time, may all your bets be winning ones against the spread. The program is paid for by TBS Advertising. The opinions and views expressed are not those of this station. Prior results do not guarantee future outcomes. Use of this information in violation of any federal, state, or local law is prohibited. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
South Jersey's play-by-play home for the Eagles,
Touchdown!
Sixers, and Flyers.
He scored!
97.3 ESPN, WENJ HD Millville, Atlantic City, a Town Square media station.
The following program is paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein. The opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Set, red 83!
Welcome to the Locker Room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the Locker Room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Ron Hayes, welcome to the Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the Locker Room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the Locker Room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the Locker Room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, and Josh Hennig as we broadcast live from the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana for Week 6 in the NFL. And it's our Eagles pregame show as the Eagles head up the turnpike to face the New York Jets. And Mike Carlin, welcome back.
Woo!
Welcome back.
Good to be back.
You were away with last week. Your son had surgery. I hope he's doing well.
He is. He's back on the right track, and I'm ready for some football.
Into
baseball.
And Josh, welcome into you. You're producing, co-hosting today. Do a double duty for Josh Hennig, but this is a great place to be here at the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana.
Billy, there's nothing finer than watching
With
a
the
game
Schweiner?
at a sportsbook with the Schweiner. Yes, we are Tropicana Atlantic City. Another London game on TV this morning. 3-3 game right now between Baltimore and Tennessee. So it's pretty cool that when we go on the air, Billy, we have football right in front of us.
Right in front of us. And Carl, I keep
people here all 10 o'clock.
I think there's people here. I keep emphasizing the clarity of these TVs.
It's like you're right there.
I'm amazed. It's like you're right here, part of the game.
Yep.
Guys, look, what a great week to be a Phillies sports fan. I mean, the Philadelphia Phillies.
I thought you were saying it's a great week to be you.
Well, it's a great week to be us, right? If you're a Phillies sports fan, I mean, come on, how much fun are we having?
Everybody's excited. You're bumping into people that aren't even football fans or baseball fans. And all of a sudden, they're baseball fans.
I can't tell you, Josh, how many times you walk into a Wawa, the grocery store, everybody's wearing red.
Yep.
Everybody's wearing red. Everybody's talking about the Phillies, and why not? It was such a magnificent clutch performance on Thursday night was phenomenal.
Well, the best part about it is, unfortunately, I'm telling the listeners a lot of personal stuff.
Right.
I bite my nails.
Yeah, well,
after last game,
yeah,
I didn't have any nails left to bite. But you wake up in the morning and you have no nails.
Yeah, but Josh, wasn't that we ran the whole gamut of emotions.
The ninth inning was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable. Like we played yesterday on the program on the Locker Room with Billy Schwein, just the audio of the crowd noise when Ozuna or Acuna hit the ball.
Right.
You hear the crack of the bat.
Yeah.
All right, it's all over social media. All you're not listening to commentary. You're just listening to the crowd noise. Then you hear the crack of the bat.
Right.
Then you hear a collective silence from 46,000 people plus. And then when Rojas catches that ball, it's just an eruption of emotion, of cheers.
I love the fact that the Phillies were able to clinch in front of their fans twice now. I think that there's nothing better in sports. It's not just a Philly sports thing. I like it when teams get the win in front of their fans because the fans get to share in the moment with them.
Mike, talking about the celebration. I mean, I stayed up and watched the whole thing. I couldn't tune away. It was just you felt like you were a part of it. This team, for some reason, the fans have a connection with this team.
Well, the best part about it, when you listen to, like you say, the post game, a half an hour after the game, they're still interviewing guys on the field.
Yeah,
the whole lower level was filled.
Still,
no one was leaving.
Nobody left.
And the one player said, if we gave him a chance and said you can stay till Monday, they probably would. Yeah. And that's the truth.
And I know a lot of people that are, everybody's asking for tickets, and Monday is going to be a big game. The Arizona Diamondbacks come in, and Zach Gallen is going to be pitching. He's local guy from Bishop Eustis. I went to school with his mother, Stacy Preet. She was in my class. She graduated in my class. So there's some connection there, and it's going to be interesting, Josh.
The Diamondbacks are an interesting team because they don't present the same conundrums that teams like the Marlins and the Braves do, because the Marlins and the Braves had left-handed pitchers that you were worried about, you were afraid of, especially the Marlins. The Diamondbacks don't present that challenge. They present a completely different challenge,
right?
Which is their top two are better than the other two teams' top two that you just saw, but they're right-handed. So what are we more worried about now, Bill? Are we worried about the fact that we know that Gallen and Kelly are better combined than Strider and Fried?
Well, you hear, like any other thing, look, Castellanos might get a 100-mile-an-hour fastball out of the park. So I'm not worried about it's whether they can capitalize on mistakes.
Okay.
Right? They got to be able to capitalize on mistakes.
So, like, for example, in the game they lost, there was 11 runners scoring.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's where it's going to come down to. Gallen, they're both. You're right. They have their top 1, 2 or top tier pitchers. You got to just capitalize on mistakes.
You want to know what I worry about, guys? From playing a lot and coaching a lot. One word: momentum. Mm-hmm. They have momentum, and we do too. I'm not taking anything away from Philly, but Arizona is coming into the series with a lot of momentum. Okay, and if you look at it, it's almost like how the Phillies were led. They're playing their best ball right now when it counts.
But it's the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. It's the idea that you have two unstoppable forces right now. The Phillies. Their one loss in the postseason is nothing that should be ashamed of.
No.
You lost to the Braves, for goodness sake. It's not like you lost to like some trash
Josh,
team.
Did you really? I mean, going into that series, I had a lot of trepidation about it. I thought that it was a big mountain for them to climb. I thought it would go 5. Yeah, exactly, go 5 and be even closer, like more of a slugfest.
Well, because they started the series in Atlanta, right?
Yeah. I mean, they had home field advantage. The Philadelphia Phillies wiped that out with winning game 1 in Atlanta, put them back on their heels, and could have won game 2. Right. I mean, could have had a sweep, but anyway, we're moving on. And today's week 6 in the NFL. We got the Eagles Jets this afternoon at 4:25. We got a lot to do. We're going to be giving away. I have tickets to give away today for the watch party down at the Lincoln Financial Field.
I think you said free parking.
Free parking. These are free tickets to get you in the doors. Doors open at 3:30. If you send your email, send us an email or send us a text message to 609-403-0973 with your email. Give us the score, a prediction?
Yeah, what we want to do is wait your name, your email address, and tell us how the Eagles are going to win today.
609.
Tell us how.
Yeah, 609-403-0973. If you'd like to go to the Kelly Countdown to Kelly Green watch party at the link, I've got tickets to give away. Make sure you put your email address on the text message so we can email you the tickets, and you can get up there this afternoon.
And we'll read some of the responses.
How did you get those tickets, Bill?
Dominic Mariani from Pennsauken Spine and Rehab donated them to the show. The Locker Room with Billy Schwein. So we appreciate and thank Dominic for that. Also, I want to remind people, Mike, you knew Mackenzie Helpenstein.
Mm-hmm.
She passed
from City.
Yeah, she passed from breast cancer. They're having a fundraiser for her. Saturday, October 21st, starting at 8 a.m. Ride. It's a ride to all the money. All proceeds will go to help Mackenzie Helpenstein, Helping Hands Garden. you want to get the information. I don't know where if they have a email address here. I don't have it. I'll have to look that up.
She was one of those kind of women where it didn't matter what sport you were, it didn't matter how old you were. She was always there to help kids get better in whatever sport you want. It didn't matter if it was volleyball, hockey, swimming, basketball. That she was just one of those people that was helping kids at all. And she was a teacher in Ocean City. But there's certain towns that have that one person that everybody knows.
Yeah,
that was her.
Yeah, sorry. So it's Ride with Rhythm and Ride. It's 74 Tuckahoe Road in Marmora. That's a Ride for Mackenzie next Saturday, October 21st. And of course, today we have the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign fundraiser on the Ocean City Boardwalk today. They're probably getting started to walk right now. It's the John R. Elliott largest fundraiser of the year they have for
a nice day for it too. Better than yesterday.
Day. All right. We got Scott Grayson at 10:30. We'll get the keys of the game with Scott Grayson, brought to you by Blitz's Market. Scott's for Fox 29 News. He's a sports anchor there. And, of course, then at the bottom of the hour, we have the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing with the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227.
Oh, Bill, you got me there thinking there. This season, Caesars Sportsbook is offering more ways to bet than ever before, with more props, bigger same-day parlays, and play-by-play betting, all of which are available on the kiosks at Trop AC, making it the best place to bet and watch.
All right. Are the what-ifs keeping you up at night? Life is full of surprises, but with Stanton Insurance Group, you'll never get caught off guard. Whether it's protecting your home, automobile, business, Stanton will help you select the right insurance coverage at the right price to give you and your family the peace of mind you need when you need it the most. Visit sigprotection.com to get a free quote. That's sigprotection.com. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room as we broadcast live from the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana. You're listening to the locker room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, and Josh Hennig on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. It's week 6, and the Eagles travel to North Jersey later today to take on the Jets.
Here comes the work. They've got him! Jalen Carlin.
Pre-game coverage starts at 3 p.m. with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 4:25. This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. 97.3 ESPN.
Brought to you by GMS Law. Make the right call with 4 convenient locations to serve you. Boardwalk Honda. Shop our lineup of new pre-owned and certified pre-owned Hondas online at boardwalkhonda.com. The Fan Zone at Sun Valley Pools. Unique fan gear and gifts for every fan of every team. Cape Regional Hospital. Your healthcare partner for a healthier life in Cape May County. Jersey Shore Federal Credit Union. Choose better banking. And South Jersey Gas.
97.3 ESPN FM is your official home in South Jersey for Eagles football.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Rendezvous Pizza, there's one right nearby. Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hey guys, are you afraid of taking off your shirt in public? Don't be embarrassed. Just say, I love Lyle back instead. With male breast reduction, many men develop a fullness in their chest as boys that persists and even worsens as they get older. This condition is called gynecomastia, and with simple liposuction, most cases can be effectively treated. Call 856-MAKEOVER today to schedule your time with Dr. Lyle M. Back. That's 856-MAKEOVER. Or visit ilovelyle.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana. Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennig, as we get you ready for Week 6 in the NFL. And, of course, the Eagles are 5-0 going against the 2-3 New York Jets. And, Josh, I said yesterday on the program, I don't know how you feel, but I kind of feel bad for the New York Jets. You know, they get Aaron Rodgers. They had high expectations. The people in New York really had a lot to, get excited about. And then 4 plays into the game, first game of the season, Aaron Rodgers.
You really feel bad?
Yeah, a little bit. I do.
I don't.
You don't?
No. Would they feel bad for us?
No, but
No.
I mean, there is a certain. I was kind of looking forward to seeing what the Jets were going to do this year. They've been an organization been mired in mediocrity to being a poor organization.
Well, the other thing is they're not the New York team that is the rival. They're not the rival. The Giants are the rival.
So therefore, I can have a little compassion.
Right, you can have a little more compassion for them.
Well, I'll tell you where I stand. This was my first loss with Aaron Rodgers on our schedule.
Well, now it's not.
Right. So I'm not. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm glad Aaron Rodgers is not playing today.
The New York Jets, we're heading up there. We're a little banged up. We're gonna Jalen Carter's out today.
But Fletcher Cox is back.
But he had an epidural, Josh. I don't know. That's a pretty significant significant injury.
Here's the thing that the way it was explained to me. Okay, so according to the Mayo Clinic, a normal person can get back to normal activity 24 hours after an epidural. Now, being a pro athlete is not a normal activity.
Right.
So, according to the football doctor, Dr. Cho, I saw him explaining this. He basically said that, you give a pro athlete a week off, which what Fletcher Cox got,
right?
Then they should be good to go. So,
all right, but
an
epidural just masks that doesn't fix it. It just masks the pain and takes the inflammation out.
But so does ibuprofen. Are we going to be worried about somebody taking ibuprofen now?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's I think it's worrisome. You have a serious condition where you need an epidural. I mean, that means you got a back problem. Look, I've had plenty of back problems, Josh. It's nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, but you don't have.
And I'm not a pro athlete.
You don't have the medical care,
right?
And the doctors that he does. I'm not worried about him.
All right.
What I'm worried about is the secondary.
Darius Slay's out.
And Evans. Evans is on the IR. He'll miss the next 4 weeks. Sidney Brown's questionable coming into this game, so you're potentially down to only 2 safeties. Darius Slay, he's out, so now Job's got to fill in for him. It looks like so now it's another guy. If it wasn't the Jets, I would be scared out of my wits going into this game.
Or the next couple games coming up.
Because, after this,
Buffalo, Kansas City.
You got Miami, Washington, and Dallas before the break.
If Slay is not back for the Miami matchup, I am sweating to death over that game.
Mike, the Eagles actually, I mean, they're quietly 5-0 because of the run the Phillies are on. I mean, let's face it. they're struggling. They're fighting to get the headlines,
And they really have not played.
and they haven't played
contender
their
yet.
best football. But
They haven't
because of
played
the
a contender
Phillies,
either.
right? But because of the Phillies' success,
Right.
everybody's
It
kind of like
overshadows.
overlooking,
It's
overshadowing what the Eagles have done or
100%.
lack thereof. They haven't.
Yeah.
What they
Now-
haven't done.
Now, Josh was talking about our secondary. Do you know how bad the Jets secondary is today?
They're out both their starters.
Both starters are out. Sauce Gardner's out. Reed's out. Their backup is out.
And
They
also
have-
their
they have a
top
guy off
special
the
teamer is
practice
out.
field is playing. Today's one of those days we're going to be airing it out.
Well, the Eagles
We've been
are
running. Today's an airing
listen.
out
The
day.
Eagles are second in the rush offense, second total team offense. The Jets ranked 27th in total offense, 11 rush, and they're 32 against the pass.
You want to hear? You want to hear what's
passing the
better
ball.
for us, Josh? You brought up about our secondary, but we're worried about that. Do you know where they rank in passing? Last.
Yeah, they're dead
You don't have
last.
to- Dead last.
Dead last.
I'm not worrying about them passing today.
Yeah,
guys.
the
30
Jets the Jets offense is just not good.
Yeah, it's going to be running. They're going
They're
to try to control the clock and keep
Yeah.
us off the field.
The Jets are going to try to run the ball. They're going to try to play keep away, and they'll have a little ability to do that because, as we've seen early in games, and Bill is something I know you've been concerned about. The Eagles don't always start out very quickly. So maybe early in the game, like for example, if someone was to come here to the Caesar Sportsbook inside Tropicana Atlantic City, which is where we're sitting right now, Billy, they might want to bet the first half to cover the spread for the Jets,
Yeah.
or a first half under for the team totals, because I got a feeling at the beginning of this game is going to be a little like a feeling out of like two boxers in like the first round of a boxing match, and you don't see the real action until later.
Were you satisfied with the performance of the Eagles overall last week? I mean, was it a feel good
It's a
win?
long trip to LA.
I know, but was it a feel good win for you guys? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you were totally satisfied.
Only because it's one of those games in the past we would lose.
Right.
That was a game that we knew we should have won, but we'd come. How did we lose that game?
I mean, the Rams aren't a bad team. I don't think
They got
they're not
decent
firing all.
quarterback. They had cutback. They were playing at home.
Right.
They had everything going on their way to say, "Hey, this is our big win. We got to start getting on the
And
win."
you know what they say? Just a win in the NFL. It doesn't matter what it looks like as long as you get the W. But
By the way, can we mention how classy it was for the Rams to decide to honor Dick Vermeil when the Eagles were in town? Because it was funny because Dick Vermeil had joked. He was like, hey, my two favorite teams. It's like, the team he won a Super Bowl with and the team that gave him his first NFL job. And it was pretty cool that they let him be there. They could have done it for any game.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, last week Dallas Goedert has his breakout game. Finally gets some statistics. He had a great game. He had 8 catches for 117 yards, 14.6 average, and he had a touchdown. So he had a breakout game.
I think, again, we've talked about this, not playing in the preseason, having a brand new offensive coordinator, have a brand new defense. I still think they're still feeling themselves out, playing against teams that really aren't that good on our schedule. But right now, especially with today, after today, everything starts getting harder.
But
Josh,
quick,
let me just interject this. Last week, we noticed on the sidelines that Jason Kelsey was getting into it with Sirianni and a couple other coaches. Do you make anything of that? I mean, we made such a big deal of A.J. Brown, and getting at it.
I didn't make a big deal of A.J. Brown.
People did. I don't know. You
Idiots
might not have,
did.
but
Do you know why he was yelling?
Well, no, but the optics of that, it's still yelling at the coach.
You know what the optics are? I'll tell you what the optics are, okay? The optics are, it's a good thing.
Okay.
Anytime you see a passionate
I love
individual on the sideline, that means they care about winning, and they care about every iota, every aspect of the game. A.J. Brown, Jason Kelsey, whoever it is, I want everybody screaming. I want everyone mad because that means you want to win as bad as we, the fans, want you to win.
He's going crazy on the sidelines because he knows you get inside the 20, we can't count on 3 points.
No, exactly.
We need seven.
You need 7.
You're not going to beat the Buffaloes and the Kansas Cities and the Dallases of the world kicking field goals.
Nope.
So we got to clean that up. He knows it.
All right,
I loved it.
So the only receiver that hasn't had a big game is it Devontae Smith's weekend? Is it his?
He could be ready.
Sunday
It might
night?
be. I mean, there's nobody playing today.
I mean, he's the only one that
and
really
might as
hasn't
well-
made us think about not getting the ball, Josh.
I mean, it might as well be Billy Schwein playing quarterback today for the Jets. I mean, there's nobody left. But really quick, can we get back to the point about you guys about the teams they've played? I know the quality of teams have not been great, but the coaches have been a great test for these coordinators. Because week 1, you got Bill Belichick. Last week, you got Sean McVay. Sean McVay's been to 2 Super Bowls in the last 6 years. You're going against teams like Washington
Ron
with a
Rivera.
super veteran staff. Rivera, Bieniemy, Jack Del Rio. So I think this has been a great process for the Eagles coordinators to get their feet wet and make mistakes so they learn to be better.
That's great. I love that.
Well, I want to see Devontae Smith have a great game today. I want to see. I want to see.
He's on your fantasy team.
Yeah, well, that's not. And that's not. See, that's not the only reason. I mean, he's been a good soldier, man. He's been blocking downfield without the ball. He's been contributing anyway, quietly. And now it's his turn.
No, I agree. I like it.
All right. Hey, you want to tell us about some special drinks we got going on
today's a special day.
Because we're here at the Tropicana. This place is unbelievable.
This is unbelievable. And today, everybody that comes down, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Day or week. And today, for every drink that goes out, if you buy something with Stoli or Patron, they're $1 off a drink. So like today, they have a watermelon martini with Patron Silver. They have a Cosmo martini with Stoli vodka. $1 goes back to the breast awareness. I mean, it's just the right thing. You always hear about doing the right thing.
Yeah.
That's the right thing did it. So I think today, Billy, we will be drinking Patron, and Stoli.
All right, I'm ready for it. And also, send us a text message if you're interested. I got tickets to give away for the countdown to the Kelly Green watch party at the Lincoln Financial Field this afternoon. If you want to get down there, doors open at 3:30. Send us an email or send us a text message, 609-403-0973 with your email address, and we'll email you the free tickets, free admission, free parking to get you in to the watch party up there at the Lincoln Financial Field. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts to help you through the entire process from the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 to give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227.
Come on down to Tropicana and AC. Your ultimate game day experience awaits at Caesar Sportsbook at Tropicana Atlantic City. Watch and bet on your favorite NFL teams all season long. 180 seats, VIP booths, massive screen. The Caesar Sportsbook at Tropicana is the place to book your experience at Caesars.com/AC.
All right, I want to talk about a friend of Ron Conklin. How about Rob LaScala? I was down there last week. This place is phenomenal. You got to get down there to LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine. Open this summer to rave reviews. It's home. It's your home away from home for a large selection of homemade Italian, American, and seafood favorites. Plus their famous pizzas, everything generously portioned. Great for sharing, eat in, or take out at LaScala's. 4 to 10 p.m. on Wednesdays, 11:30 to 10 Thursday through Sunday. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. You'll love their cozy leather, huge booths. They got this gigantic wraparound bar with huge big screen TVs. They got a game day menu. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. All right, when we return, we'll talk with Scott Grayson. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennig, as we broadcast live from the Caesars Sportsbook in Tropicana right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Coming up on Monday's show, we'll get you ready for the Phillies and Diamondbacks game 1 of the NLCS. Plus, we'll look back at the Eagles and Jets, and it's your first chance to enter to win Eagles 49ers tickets for Lincoln Financial Field.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again and again. Call and and again, again and again.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Major phone carriers make you sign contracts with rigid data plans to trap you into a kind of forced phonogamy. Sounds pretty insecure if you ask me. At Consumer Cellular, we believe in a more consensual and healthy form of phonogamy, free of contracts and more flexible to your data needs. This way, you stick around not because we force you to with contracts and fees, but because you love our phone plans. Like ardently love our phone plans. Phonogamously. Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
O'Reilly.
Get ultimate durability and extreme weather performance with Rain-X Advantage wiper blades at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Purchase a pair of Rain-X Advantage wiper blades and save $10, plus get 2 times O Rewards points. Our professional parts people will even install your new wiper blades for free. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
There's a chill in the air, and things are getting spookier by the day. Your costume is ready, but are you prepared for the return of the zombie cocktail? Saturday, October 28th, the hair-raising Halloween party rises up at the world-famous Anchorage Tavern on Bay Avenue in Summers Point. The Anchorage will send a thrill up your spine with a resurrected look and a scary good prize for the best costume contest. Enter by 9 p.m. Winner to be unmasked at 10:30. So gather your best ghosts and goblins and slither to the Anchorage Tavern Saturday, October 28th.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana. This is the place to be, Mike Carlin.
It's a fun day.
Big screen TVs. We got the Eagles, Jets at 4:25. And now it's time to get the keys of the game with Fox 29 News sports anchor Scott Grayson, sponsored by Blitz's Market, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City, New Jersey. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and their vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the Locker Room and get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. Plus, by popular demand, the $5 hoagie, game day hoagies are back by popular demand. That's Blitz's Market, 21st and Asbury in Ocean City. Go in there and say hello to Dave and Joe Newman. All right, let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome in our good buddy, Scott Grayson. Good morning, Scott Grayson.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Scott, before we get started, were you were not working on Thursday night? You were just enjoying the Phillies game with your daughter. Did I see that right?
Well, we were at home with my kids, my boys and my daughter and my wife. Yeah.
So you weren't part of. You didn't get
we
champagne.
Game 3.
Okay.
No.
You didn't get. You weren't for the champagne celebration.
Yeah. No, I missed out on that this time, unfortunately. But hey, once you've been in one, they're all good.
Yeah, I tell you, I couldn't. Hey, Scott. I mean, I could have watched that all night. I mean, that was so. Those guys look like they thoroughly enjoy them. Like they enjoy the camaraderie. Obviously, everybody thinks winning, but it's not fake. It's real.
Yeah, and it's they're grown men playing a kids game, and then they win and they get to do something like that. And really, you get to see them be like kids. I mean, they really are. Like everything is let loose. They're just literally having fun in that moment only. Sure, they're starting to briefly think ahead, but they're celebrating that accomplishment in that moment. And it's I think it's great to see those guys in those moments like that, where they're just acting like kids and celebrating like that. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Scott, and what's amazing to me is this is week 6 in the NFL, guys.
Yeah.
And because of the Phillies' success, I mean, you guys, we're 5-0.
We're taking it for granted.
And they're like the Eagles are taking a back seat.
Yeah, well, part of that would be the opponent this week. I think next week will be a little different, but
Okay.
it is. You know what I love about it is just it makes the weeks go by fast, right? Because it's like an Eagles game on Sunday, and we've lucked out. We haven't had Phillies games on Sundays, so you get your Eagles game, you do that thing, and you focus on that, and then the Phillies take you through the week, and then you get back to another game. It's like you blink and you go, oh yeah. There's an Eagles game this weekend, and then they're undefeated, and it's I think it's great. I mean, it really makes the weeks go by fast. It gives you something to distract you from the grind of every day, and I think it's been great seeing these two teams the way they complement each other as well.
It's also a great distraction from the drama with the 76ers. So putting that aside, Scott, if I want to get to the game itself, I want to ask you about something specifically, and that is, we were talking before you came on. I'm concerned about the secondary because now I know Slay's only going to be out potentially one game, according to Nick Sirianni. But now you got Evans. He's going to be out 4 weeks. Avonte Maddox is done for the year. I'm starting to get nervous that there's not enough depth in this secondary to last the season.
Yeah, I think it's a great point. I am not as worried about it today just because it's Zach Wilson. And because of that, I think, and with this pass rush, I'm not as worried about it today. I agree with you. Their depth is really taking a hit as they go on. And so that we're before the trade deadline. This is something I expect Howie to be keeping a close eye on and a way to address that depth need. But yeah, it is concerning. I mean, all of a sudden the Slay thing was kind of out of nowhere, I thought, this week. And sure, Nick is quick to kind of, cool your jets. It's okay. It doesn't seem like it's a long-term thing. And I think they know they're going to need him next week. And I think that's why he's sitting out this week, is just to be ready to deal with the track stars that they have on the Dolphins next week. So, but you're right. I mean, you bring up a great point about that secondary being nicked up. And every time I see Avonte Maddox at the facility, his arm's still in a sling and all that, it's just, that one hurts. That loss hurts. He was becoming and has been a really good nickel slot, DB for them.
Yep.
And I think they really miss him. So that depth I expect to be addressed by the trade deadline. I don't know in what way, but I feel like Howie's looking around right now.
We're talking with Fox 29 News sports anchor Scott Grayson, as we do every Sunday throughout the football season. We get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson. Like Josh is worried about the secondary, but once again, the Jets are 32nd in the league in passing. So,
well, again, it's not a literal like I'm worried for today's game.
Right.
I'm worried in general because, like I said, Evans is going to be gone for 4 weeks.
Right.
Slay. Okay, well, he's injured now, but could he re-injure what is going on with his knee? Scott mentioned Avonte Maddox. He's out. Definitely. So I mean, Scott mentioned it. At some point, Howie's going to have to make a move. It's not just because we know how he makes moves.
Right.
Howie has to make a move. That's the difference.
Scott, are you worried about Jalen Carter's ankle?
A little bit, but they're deep enough at that position. You don't need to rush him back. And this is where it becomes important that you've banked these 5 wins so far, right? I mean, I don't want to say you're going to go into a game and say, look, it's okay if we lose, because, you don't want to take that mentality. But you're deep enough at that position that you want Jalen Carter to be 100%. So if that's this week and that's all he misses, great. If he misses next week too, listen, I'm willing to take a loss to the Dolphins if Jalen Carter was the one guy that would have made the difference there. I think it would be other factors that lead to it. But no, I'm not too worried about it as long as they take care of it the right way, and I think they will. He's going to be more important to you later in the year, and you don't want to put him back too soon. So, and again, their depth at that position is that's one position, unlike secondary now at this point, where they are able to weather that storm.
Josh, it's Mike. So I was going to carry back on that. With Carter out, what's great, what you just said, is our depth. So this is the game where Jordan Davis can step up and prove to a point where, guys, God forbid what happens down the road, I'm ready to start for this team. And I'm going to show you I can start on this team, because they're going to try their best to do the run, and that's what he's supposed to be very good at, which he's done in the past. But getting back to their secondary, me and Billy were talking before, and we said, we're trying to pick out an Eagle that we think this could be his turnaround, his breakouts kind of thing. They're missing Gardner and they're missing Reed, and they brought a guy off to practice. Today's going to be an air and out day, I think, for the Eagles. And who's the guy that we think?
Devontae Smith.
Devontae
He's the only
Smith.
one that hasn't complained,
Yeah,
Scott.
he hasn't complained. You haven't heard about him for the last couple of weeks, or a little bit, or no? You think
Body
he's
language
chirping a little
last
bit?
week was he wasn't over there chirping, but his body language last week said he was definitely frustrated.
And one catch for 6 yards, Scott.
Well, that's why today I think I agree with you in that I think they're going to – when anybody seems to go without getting the ball, they start – if it's A.J. Brown, obviously, then he gets the ball all of a sudden. If now it's Devontae Smith. And you're right. I mean, I think Jalen's going to be able to pick who he wants to throw to downfield today with those backup DBs. There's no doubt the Jets are hurting. And with the offensive line able to protect now, the defensive line for the Jets is nothing to sneeze at. So you're gonna have to make sure you protect Jalen. But if you give him the time to throw downfield, it's there. I also think Dallas Goedert could be open over the middle in those intermediate routes as he gets back there, and you confuse those DBs as to who they should go for. Then you hit Dallas over the top too. I do agree. I think it's going to be a passing day. And to the point you made earlier about Jordan Davis, it's the one way I think you could lose this game is if you can't stop the run. Breece Hall he's good. You're going to need to stop him from getting going. And that's, to me, one of the things. You got to make them one-dimensional. And, look, if Zach Wilson somehow beats you, then you're going to have to tip your cap to him. But I don't really – I would take that 99 out of 100 times and say that's not going to happen.
And I think the spread's 7, right, Josh? Has it remained at 7?
Yeah.
It stayed
I
at
think
7.
it's still at 7. I'll double-check.
Last week was a pretty balanced attack. They had 38 passes, 39 runs. I think we're going to see a lopsided, like you said. I think it's going to be heavy on the pass this week.
Yeah, and there's no reason not to. I mean, it might be a little bit windy, but other than that, it's not a bad day to throw the ball. And look, the Eagles have been doing that pretty well lately, and I expect them to continue to do that better. They're looking to try to get that going. And if you get that going, it's only going to make it easier to run the ball too as you get a lead and you start looking to milk that clock, because that's another thing this team has done well. When they want to, it seems like whenever they want to, they can do that 8-minute drive and just suffocate a defense, in the second half. So that to me is the key to this game. Get up early, air it out in the first half, and then just suffocate these guys with the time of possession in the second half by slamming the ball down their throats with occasional passes mixed in. I look at 6-0 here for sure.
We're talking with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News, as we do every Sunday throughout the football season. We get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson. Hey, Scott, I think that the Eagles, this push or this brotherly shove, I mean, they're doing it from 2 and 3 yards deep and still pushing that line. Like, no one can stop this.
Yeah, it's really well. If you really stop and look at the design of the play, it's not so much that they're pushing Jalen. And I realized this just a game or two ago watching the replays. It's not that they're pushing Jalen so much. Now, yes, they are a little bit. But the guys on the side of him are there to keep a defender from coming around and grabbing and pulling back. So it's really well designed. And the offensive line gets a push, and then they're on the ground. So Jalen doesn't even hit the ground. So he can't be down. He's on top of bodies. So it's really well designed. I mean, whoever came up with this, it's a huge tip of the cap and a well-designed play. And look, and there is something to the fact that it can't be duplicated. These other teams that try to do it can't do it as well as the Eagles do. And it's I think for several reasons. You got a guy with extremely strong legs at quarterback. You've got an offensive line that is by far, in my opinion, the best in the league. And they're all well disciplined. And there's no defensive line right now. They have to guess on the snap count in order to even have a chance.
Right.
And if you guess wrong, you're offsides, or you're late and then you're losing anyway. So
hey, Scott, when you look down the line of scrimmage, those helmets are like millimeters apart from each other. It's like they're almost lined up in the neutral zone, but there's nothing they can do about it. And once that ball snapped, you can see the push.
Exactly.
I'm waiting for a time where they fake it too.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, in one of these big games, I look for a time that they run a fake off of that and get a big play off of it then. And it's like, well, do I want to just let him get the yard, or do I need to put myself in position to try to sell out on that and risk giving up a 40-yard touchdown because whatever they do off of it? I mean, there's a lot. I'm waiting because it's in the playbook.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to
it's
see
like that'll be the Philly special. It'll be the Philly special, too.
Yeah, right.
All right, Scott, one other thing that I'm a little concerned about. Last week, there was a lot of design plays for Jalen Hurts to run, design runs. I'd like to see the Eagles get away from that as much as possible.
Yeah, look, I don't need that today. Like, you shouldn't need that today. Now, on the occasional time he rolls out and he's, flushed from a pocket, whatever, that's fine. The quarterback draw up the middle, like, I don't need that today.
Yeah.
Like, that MetLife turf to me is a real, it's gotten guys. And I don't need Jalen out there running around any more than he needs to and risking a knee injury because of that turf. And the hits up the middle, like today, I don't need that.
All right, Scott, let's get your keys to the game in Week 6 against the New York Jets.
Well, I say it every week. Don't lose the turnover battle. That is one of the easiest ways to lose a game when you're an underdog, when you're a favorite, is you turn it over too much. The other team gets shorter fields. They get some points off of it. Boom. The other thing that I want to see is I just want to see a double-digit lead at halftime. I want you to take away the Jets' will to play this game in the second half. And third thing, dominate the time of possession. I talked about it earlier. There are going to be some quick drives, I think, if they're having success over top in the air. But after you've gotten that lead, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to wear down this defense by controlling the clock, moving the ball down the field. They were really good on third down last week. The red zone percentage has been killing them. And the players admit it. They're not getting touchdowns when they get down there nearly as well as they did last year. That's something I want to see get better today, too. This is a get better game there where you do it against a good defense like the Jets. That's starting to tell me that they're turning the corner.
All right, Scott Grayson, now it's time for your prediction as we do every Sunday.
I'm going Eagles big here. I just think that they're going to be able to force some turnovers on Zach Wilson, and they're going to add some points on the board. I'm going to say 30-10 Eagles.
All right, 30-10 Eagles. Now, Grayson, you think the stadium will be full of Eagles fans? Because there were a lot of them out in L.A., and New York's a lot closer.
Yeah. It is. And those Jet fans have been very disappointed with what they've seen. Look, this should not be a 4:00 game. It only is because Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be the quarterback.
Right.
Right. And that team was going to be a lot different, admittedly. But it shouldn't be a 4:00 game. And I expect to hear the Eagle fans, especially as they start putting away the Jets.
All right, Scotty Grayson, as always, we really appreciate having you. We love your insight. Let's go Birds.
I hear you. Go Birds.
And we'll see you next Sunday.
Scott.
All right, Scott, there he is. That's the keys to the game with Fox 29 News sports anchor Scott Grayson, sponsored by Blitz's Market, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and their vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room and get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. That's Blitz's Markets, 21st and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Go in and say hi to Dave and Joe Newman. Of course, the $5 game day hoagie has returned by popular demand by Carlin.
It's very hard to finish at, let me tell you. I've tried. So come on down to Tropicana Atlantic City. Experience the best of the NFL season at Tropicana Atlantic City with Caesars Sportsbook, multiple sports bars, all under one roof. Tropicana is the ultimate game day destination. Bring your friends, grab a beer, and cheer on your favorite team. Now's the time to make a game plan and reserve your seats. Learn more at Caesars.com/AC.
All right, the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see as a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennig, as we broadcast live from the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Catch Phillies playoff baseball on 97.3 ESPN.
Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Ball game.
Can the Phillies make a return trip to the World Series this season? Listen to find out.
It's the National League Championship Series. Phillies Diamondbacks.
Game 1 tomorrow night. Coverage begins at 7:30. The road to the World Series starts here on 97.3 ESPN. Your home for Phillies playoff baseball and the 2023 World Series.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
You can live out your MasterChef dreams when you find a professional on Angie to tackle your dream kitchen remodel. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
Hey, it's number 59, Seth Joyner, Birds Football. Best time of the year. Bet Parks is the official casino and sportsbook app I recommend. Join me and download the Bet Parks app right now. When you open the Bet Parks app, you're in the zone. Winning is always a rush, but the money is in the moment. The anticipation of another face card, the thrill of an extra spin, and the joy of a jackpot. It's all your favorite games at your fingertips. Get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. You play for fun. You love to win. You bet. Bet Parks.
Must be 21 in Indiana, New Jersey, Ohio, Maryland. Gambling problem. 1-800-GAMBLER.
The Excite Center at Parks Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss the mind-blowing magic and illusions of the one and only Michael Carbonaro on Friday, December 15th. Tickets on sale now at parkscasino.com. Parks Casino, this is how you win.
This is Parks, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Exergen thermometers are proven to be more accurate than non-contact thermometers. And with children going back to school, keeping them healthy is important. Clinical studies have proven that non-contact thermometers are inaccurate and can miss fevers. Accuracy matters. That's why the Exergen thermometer is trusted and used by medical professionals and is backed by over 100 clinical studies. Exergen thermometers are available at Walmart and other participating retailers. Choose a trusted and accurate thermometer for personal use. Learn more about why accuracy matters at Exergen.com. That's Exergen.com.
Now, more of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana. Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennig getting you ready for Week 6 in the NFL. At the bottom of the second hour, we'll talk to the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant. And right now, I want to tell you, give us a text message. Send us a text message if you're interested in going to the Eagles Kelly Green watch party down there at the Lincoln Financial. I got tickets to give away. 609-403-0973 is the text board. Send us a text board with your email address because I got to send you the email address.
Email, and predict who you think's going to win today and why.
609-403-0973. And if you do that, we'll send you an email with how many tickets you need. And doors open at 3:30 today, Carlin.
And free parking.
Free parking.
Not just tickets, free parking.
Free entrance, free parking, and they got a lot of stuff going on.
We'll read a couple texts in the next hour, but I know Mike has a proposal for us.
I do. So we've been talking about how we're a little shaky at safety. So when I was on the plane the other day coming back, I did a little homework, and I come up with two names. I'll throw him past Billy, and then Josh, you always chime in with the right stuff. Jeremy Chin from Carolina. He's a veteran. He's in the final year of his contract. Won't cost us a lot. He's a lot better than what we have now.
Yeah, I like him. I like
the head shape.
I remember when I wanted to draft him when he came out of Southern Illinois. You said
Southern Illinois, yes.
So he's the one guy.
Safety.
Yep, safety. Right. Watch now the other teams, because all these guys they're coming from Charlotte, wants picks. We have picks to give them for that guy. Won't cost us a lot. Here's another one. Denver. Their season's done, as we know. Another expiring contract. Kareem Jackson. Okay. Safety. Plays on the ball. We don't have anybody that plays on the ball.
Right.
He can come right in and play on the ball. The biggest splash, Brian Burns from Carolina. Okay, now listen to me. You're going to jump on me for this one. Expiring contract. You imagine him on one side and Reddick on the other side. You know what that does? I'm going to tell you what that does. It opens up to everybody in the middle to play one-on-one. That's going to open up Carter, Davis, and Cox. Just think about that. Because they'll all be one-on-ones when you're worrying about the two guys on the outside.
Go ahead, Josh. I'll let you go first.
All right, so first of all, Burns is not happening.
Yeah.
Burns is a guy that I think Carolina is going to want to either franchise tag or lock up long-term, number one. Number two, the Eagles like their defensive line. They have a lot of depth there. They don't need that
Because
guy.
Nolan Smith is on the other side of
Right.
Reddick.
If you're trying to get another pass rusher in there, play Nolan Smith more. The Jeremy Chin thing, I think, is very realistic.
Yeah, I like that
because the Jeremy Chin is a guy who is a multifaceted defensive player. He's not the problem with Terrell Edmonds is he's single dimensional, whereas Chin is multi-dimensional. So I like the Chin. The Jackson thing, I'm not sure if that's real or not, because the problem with Jackson is I don't know if Denver knows what they're doing right now. So I don't know if Denver realizes they're out of it. You know what I mean?
Good work, Carlin.
Little
He did his general manager work right there. All right.
Leave it to Howie. Howie will do the right thing.
Hour one is in the books. How fast did that go by? Hour two, we're going to continue our Eagles talk as we broadcast live from the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana. We got the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar at the bottom of the hour.
Yep.
609-403-0973 is the text board if you want tickets to the Countdown to Kelly Green watch party today at the Link. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennig as we broadcast live from the Tropicana 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. It's week 6, and the Eagles travel to North Jersey later today to take on the Jets.
Here comes the rush. They've got him! It's Jalen Carlin.
Pre-game coverage starts at 3 p.m. with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 4:25. This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. 97.3 ESPN. Brought to you by
Jenkins Plumbing and Heating at jenkinsonSons.com. Piccalilli Inn. Nobody beats the Piccalilli, Route 206 in Chemung. Frank Vincent Windows, Roofing, Siding, and Doors make your home look new again. BMW of Atlantic City. Shop our complete inventory online at bmwatlanticcity.com. Ocean Casino. Get your game on at the Gallery Bar Booking Games at Ocean Casino this football season. And First Bank of Sea Isle.
97.3 ESPN FM is your official home in South Jersey for Eagles football.
My dad has a cold, but also has high blood pressure. That's why I got him Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure for max strength daytime relief. Unlike some ordinary cold medicines, it's specially formulated for people like my dad. DayQuil High Blood Pressure is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and decongestant-free.
Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure. The daytime, non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, cold, and flu for people with high blood pressure.
Like my dad.
Medicine. Use as directed.
I feel bad for the Johnson kids next door. Their parents just use their phone for home internet. So when everyone's online, it could be mad slow. Tom can barely play a full round of Horse Commander 3. Luckily, we get fast and reliable internet from Xfinity, so I can game while everyone's on with basically no interruptions.
Hey, Jess, can I, borrow some eggs?
You want a game here?
Please.
Now through October 17th, get fast Xfinity internet for $50 a month for 2 years with no annual contract, Wi-Fi equipment included, and get a free line of unlimited mobile. Go to Xfinity.com/10G, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless bill and an autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Taxes and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
Ask Sherwin-Williams during the 4-day super sale, October 13th through the 16th, and get 40% off paints and stains with prices starting at $26.69. That means 40% off our most popular color family, blue. Psychologists have found it to be soothing and relaxing, which makes it especially great for bedrooms and bathrooms. And of course, get 40% off all of our other colors. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get a $50 gift card good for use at the 20s Italian Bistro for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com.
SeizeTheDeal.com.
A town square media station serving all of South Jersey. This is 97.3 ESPN, home of the Philadelphia Eagles.
He is hit. He stumbles. He's down.
WENJ HD Millville, Atlantic City.
Set. Red 83.
Welcome to the locker room. Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein. All right, we're back here broadcasting live at the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana. Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennig, getting you ready for Week 6 in the NFL. And the Philadelphia Eagles head up north and face the New York Jets. And Josh and Mike, this place is the place to be. I mean, you look at these big, huge screen TVs. You're at the sports book. You get a little action.
Every
on the
game that comes on at 1 o'clock is right here.
And of course,
Every game.
we got the game, the Europe game that's on here right now. And look, we got a big crowd watching the game.
Baltimore and the Titans.
And you heard the reaction when there was a touchdown scored. Place gets electric. But right now, every week, they roll out the red carpet for us here, Mike. They really do. And right now, we're joined with Victoria. She's the beverage manager. And hello, Victoria. How are you?
You know what I love about Victoria? She knows at 11 o'clock give us drinks.
Yeah.
And then around 11:30, all the food starts
She
coming.
feeds us. I know that when I'm talking, I know they're behind me. I can smell all the good food. But, Victoria, we want to thank you. You guys rolled out the red carpet for us. But the food and the drinks have been phenomenal.
Tell us what you brought out here today.
So today we did the breast cancer awareness. So October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Caesars Entertainment as a whole, we really get behind this cause. We have designated ambassadors at every property. So we're doing 2 specialty drinks this month in 10 North, Tango's, and then the bars on property. We have a Cosmopolitan, which is made with solely ripe cold pressed juice. And then we also have our watermelon margarita, which is a Patron watermelon margarita here.
Cheers, Carlin. Cheers.
So they are, Solely has been a great partner as well as Patron. So they're helping us donate to our ambassador here on property.
Woo! That's pretty good. What am I drinking here? So, what do I have?
The Cosmo.
Yeah, the Cosmo Martini.
Wow.
Very nice.
I'm gonna be ready to go for the Eagles tonight this afternoon.
I was going to call you fancy, but that's not
It is a little fancy.
Josh, what do you got down there, Josh?
I'm just very basic. I got a Bloody Mary. So.
Nothing wrong with a Bloody Mary.
Sometimes you just got to go old school.
Yeah.
Victoria, the crowds that have been here for the first 6 weeks of the NFL have been crazy. It's been a place. This is the place to hang out. It's such a great atmosphere.
Absolutely. We have our drink menus. We have our pre-orderable food all on our venue to reserve seats. our VIP couches. They seat up to 8, so that's always a good time if you want to come down with a group. We have our perimeter seating if it's just you. Guaranteed seat all day. Can't beat it.
I think we have a beer special. Don't we have like a bucket?
So every Eagles game that's played, we have a $36 bucket. So it's about $20-ish off when the Eagles play, because who doesn't love Eagles and beer?
Absolutely, yeah.
It goes hand in
And
hand.
I love the names of the drinks that you have on
You had
game
to
day.
theme them just a little
Read
bit.
some of them.
So we have our wide receiver, which is going to be a bullet bourbon drink. We have a MVP, which is a watermelon mojito. We have our root tree, which is a Patron margarita tree. So Patron gave us these really cool vessels.
Really
you get
nice.
4 different margaritas. They all come in little souvenir glasses. So it's definitely something to check out. And our beer towers, you can't miss our 128-ounce beer towers.
It's such a great atmosphere. And, of course, when the Eagles are winning, especially the Phillies, you get the Phillies, too.
Phillies are a huge
right? The
thing.
Phillies are
Last
a
night
huge
was
thing.
amazing in here.
My sister came in from Alabama. She was in this area. She was over at Chickies and Pete. She said it was a phenomenal atmosphere to watch the game. But this place is packed, and that gives it juice, for it to come down. It's an exciting time.
Absolutely.
All right.
This is a great time.
We're going to enjoy these drinks. Victoria, thank you so much.
Enjoy them. Thank you, guys.
We appreciate it. One other thing. Who you're going to bring? Who's feeding us
So
today?
Chelsea Gastropub will be here in a little bit for you guys.
You're in for a
So
treat. I know.
Sundays and Mondays
You're in
are
for a
their
treat.
prime rib night, so they're definitely going to be bringing up some prime rib for you. I know
We'll
that.
be looking forward to that. Thank you, Victoria.
You're very
There's Victoria,
welcome. Thank you.
She's the beverage manager here. I want to remind people to send us a text message if you're interested in going to the countdown to the Phillies or to the Kelly Green watch party at the Lincoln Financial Field today. Doors open at 3:30. Send us a text message with your email. Send us a text message, your name, and put your email address in there because we got to email you the tickets if you want to get down to the Lincoln Financial Field today, this afternoon. Give us a prediction, Josh, right? And your email address, and we'll get you the tickets.
Yeah, I'm going to read a couple of the messages that have already come in at 609-403-0973. First, we'll go with Paul. We're doing this in chronological order.
Sure.
Paul from Ocean State texted earlier says, in reference to last week's Eagles game, I thought it was the first time we made meaningful adjustments in a long time at the half when we stopped Cup and the Rams passing offense. That's from Paul in Ocean City.
Okay.
Any reaction? Thought to that, Bill?
Well, I think Cooper Kupp had his way. How do you say the other guy's name?
Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua, in the first half. Right. I happen to agree.
When you said the other guy, I'm like, which one?
Well, I forgot his name.
Puka Nacua, Tutu
I'm having
Atwell.
a senior moment there, Carlin.
Well, I thought the Eagles. I thought Paul made a good point.
He's right. I think
they made a great adjustment because they started the game with Mario Goodrich on him.
Right.
Then they tried Eli Ricks. And then they just said break glass, case of emergency, and then Bradley Roby came in. And he's right. The Rams' offense did almost nothing in the second half.
Right. So it was a good adjustment. I do agree.
Jeff in Ocean City chimes in and says, I'm not worried about the Eagles' injuries today because the Jets have injuries too. Eagles 24, Jets 10. Lock it in, Jeff in Ocean City.
All right, Jeff. 609-403-0973. Send us a text message with your email address, your name, and the score prediction. If you want to be eligible, we'll send you these tickets to count down to the Kelly Green watch party today at the Lincoln Financial Field.
Let me read one more before we move on here. Joey D. in Ventnor chimes in and says, hey, guys, even though Slay and Carter are out, I still think the defense will be good today. 27-3 Birds. Come on, fire up that fight song.
Well, we've been playing it in and out of every break. So
he wants more of it.
All right, Carlin, let's get back to the game itself because, he just said, 24-3? I think our Eagles defense will be stifling, but I think I'm looking for a really big offensive outburst today via the air.
I do too.
I want to see them. I want to see the Eagles hang like 35 points, 40 points.
I've been saying that week at the
Carlin,
weekend.
guess what? The 49ers, Josh, am I wrong? They've been scoring. What are they averaging like 32 points a game?
49ers are a well-oiled machine right now.
They
but
are.
remember what A.J. Brown said a couple of weeks ago. He says it's a good thing, he said, that we are not firing yet, that we are going to be at our best at the end of the season. So, the Eagles look at this all as, hey, it's part of us building up to where we want to be.
You want to get better every week, guys. You don't want to be, the best right now. Like the San Fran is very good. Don't get me wrong. But I'd rather be where we are and we just itching every game. Because again, when you have a brand new offensive coordinator and you didn't play your starters in the preseason, it's crazy as it sounds. Now they're just starting to get to the point where they feel comfortable.
And
this is when they start getting better.
And look at a team like the Chiefs on Thursday night. I know most of us didn't watch the game.
I did not watch.
I was watching that game along with the Phillies game. But for me, I'm like, how did Kansas City only score 19 points against the Broncos?
Turnover.
But think about that. We're not that.
Right.
The Eagles are not in that predicament. They don't have a situation where they're going into the next week wondering, man, why is our offense struggling? Right.
One dynamic that did not happen last year that's happening this year is the injuries are starting to mount. Remember last year we didn't have one.
We were golden last year.
We were golden last year. We only had one major injury, and that was the Derek Barnett. Right. I mean, this year we've got several injuries that we're dealing with.
But we got backups. That's the beauty part. Again, that's a Howie thing.
Depth.
We got backups. Yeah,
and that's why you draft some of those guys. You draft those guys. So it's like, all right, man. And by the way, can we talk about Zach Cunningham for a hot second?
Sure.
Like, I know Nakobe Dean is coming back today. He was activated from the injured reserve list, so he is going to be worked in. But I think Zach Cunningham has been arguably one of the most underrated pickups. Remember, he was brought in training camp.
Right.
And he has now he basically has played the most snaps of anybody at linebacker, and he has been a solid, reliable guy for the Eagles.
I had 4 tackles last week. He had a quarterback hit.
But it's more than the stats. It's when you watch the game.
Right.
Like, the guru guys, like, the Baldingers and the Cassells, when they break the tape down, they're saying, look at what this guy is doing. He's always in the right place. He's always doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's never what drove Billy nuts, Carlin, for years was when we had Alex Singleton. And Singleton was never in the right position. He was always chasing guys from behind.
He would make a tackle 10 yards down the field and get up
and
like
celebrate.
he stuffed somebody on a goal line.
Billy hated it.
I
But you
couldn't
never
stand
have to worry about that with Cunningham. He never does.
Well,
that.
I'm still impressed with Nicholas Morrow. I mean, look, here's a guy that was he was left for dead, if you will. He was reduced to the practice squad, and then all of a sudden, Nakobe Dean goes down. They bring him up. He had 5 tackles last week, 5 solos.
Well, Morrow is a good pursuit linebacker. His weakness still is coverage. He's not a very good coverage linebacker. And I think that is where, because I wrote this article at 973ESPN.com this week. I want to see a rotation of Dean and Cunningham and
Dean's
Morrow.
got to play more. I need more from Dean. I need more, and I think he just needs more time on the field.
Well, we need to ramp him up.
He's on the injury report. He was a limited practice.
No, he was activated.
He was activated.
He's officially activated. He's playing. Yeah.
You think we'll see a lot of him today, Josh?
I don't know if we'll see a lot of him. I think we'll see enough of him.
Guys, name another team that could have Carter the way he was playing. He was going to be up for Rookie of the Year if he keeps playing the way he is. Imagine him not playing. And you slide in Jordan Davis. How many teams can do that?
No, I hear
Davius Street, Milton Williams, Marlon Tuipulotu. You got all these guys on that.
Say that
line.
again, Josh.
Marlon Tuipulotu.
Thank God he says it. I'd get in trouble.
That's what I'm here for, boys.
609. Why is it that the people from our area butcher names? It's amazing.
So
they
bad.
call them the Eagles, and it just is it something that's in our DNA, Josh, to not have you?
No, it's just,
right. I mean,
it's just a lack of discipline. I mean, look,
we have some things that.
But like just names, we butcher names in this area.
Yeah, but I think part of it's laziness, honestly. I mean, I think some of it's shtick, some of it's laziness. I don't think, Billy, you purposely try to butcher people's names.
No, I
think there are some people who do purposely do it.
I don't think I could ever do play-by-play. That's for sure.
Let me tell you this. No. I grew up in a household where if I didn't enunciate my words, I would be threatened. Okay, so I was trained from a young age to enunciate my words.
And he did good because he's still here.
Yeah. All right, listen, I want to remind people, I got a bunch of tickets to give away for the Countdown to the Kelly Green watch party today at the Lincoln Financial Field. Their doors open at 3:30. Kickoffs, of course, at 4:25. 609-403-0973 is the text board. Send us your email address, your name, and the prediction for today's game, and we'll email those tickets to you. I want to remind people, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and the staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point, New Jersey.
Fall into fun this season with a getaway to Tropicana Atlantic City. Rake in the savings with incredible hotel deals. Indulge in new restaurants. Some of these restaurants: Carmine's, Chicky and Pete's, the Hash, Golden, Averti, Hooters, the Palm, P.F. Chang's. It just keeps going. Exciting nightlife and entertainment. Book your Tropicana getaway today at Caesars.com/AC.
I'm here to tell you about Stanton Insurance Group. SIG Protection. Are the what-ifs keeping you up at night? Life is full of surprises, but with the Stanton Insurance Group, you'll never be caught off guard. Whether it's protecting your home, automobile, business, Stan will help you select the right insurance coverage at the right price to give you and your family peace of mind when you need it the most. Visit sigprotection.com to get a free quote. That's sigprotection.com. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more Eagles talk. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennig as we broadcast live from the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Ryan Radke here from Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. Join Ross Tucker and me from Buffalo for the Bills and the Giants. Josh Allen and the 3-2 Bills came up short last week in London against the Jaguars. Now they face a Giants squad looking for a way back from 3 straight losses. Don't miss any of the action. Week 6 primetime. Giants at the Bills on Sunday Night Football.
Listen to Sunday Night Football on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins after Eagles football.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Pintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Hey guys, are you afraid of taking off your shirt in public? Don't be embarrassed. Just say, I love Lyle back instead. With male breast reduction, many men develop a fullness in their chest as boys that persists and even worsens as they get older. This condition is called gynecomastia, and with simple liposuction, most cases can be effectively treated. Call 856-MAKEOVER today to schedule your time with Dr. Lyle M. Back. That's 856-MAKEOVER. Or visit ilovelyle.com.
Major phone carriers make you sign contracts with rigid data plans to trap you into a kind of forced phonogamy. Sounds pretty insecure if you ask me. At Consumer Cellular, we believe in a more consensual and healthy form of phonogamy, free of contracts and more flexible to your data needs. This way, you stick around not because we force you to with contracts and fees, but because you love our phone plans. Like ardently love our phone plans. Phonogamously. Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
There's a chill in the air, and things are getting spookier by the day. Your costume is ready, but are you prepared for the return of the zombie cocktail? Saturday, October 28th, the hair-raising Halloween party rises up at the world-famous Anchorage Tavern on Bay Avenue in Summers Point. The Anchorage will send a thrill up your spine with a resurrected look and a scary good prize for the best costume contest. Enter by 9 p.m. Winner to be unmasked at 10:30. So gather your best ghosts and goblins and slither to the Anchorage Tavern Saturday, October 28th.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
Josh, there's the fly song. There's the fight song right there.
Joey D didn't hear it before. Now he's got it.
All right, we're back broadcasting live inside the Caesar Sportsbook, inside the Tropicana. Mike Carlin, Billy Schweim, Josh Hennig, as we get you ready for Week 6 in the NFL. We're watching. We got the Ravens and the Titans on right here. The game in London's going on as we speak.
Starting to fill up.
And we got a pretty good crowd already. We got a bunch of different jerseys. One thing I think this is pretty cool every Sunday here at Caesars is all the different jerseys they see from people from all over. 49ers, Jets. We see Washington football team. We see Baltimore Ravens.
We take it for granted because we live here.
Right.
But think about where we are, Atlantic City, a major casino.
Yeah.
People are flying in from all over the country.
Place. Yeah.
And when they get here, they're packing saying, hey, we're going to be there on Sunday. They're looking. David Sportsbook, great. That's where we're going.
I want to remind people we have tickets to give away. If you want to go down to Lincoln Financial Field, it's a beautiful day outside. If you want to go down to Lincoln Financial Field and be part of the countdown to the Kelly Green watch party, I got tickets to give away. Free tickets to just 609-403-0973 is the text board. Send us your prediction for today's game, and make sure you include your name and your email so we can email you the tickets. Right after the show, we'll send the tickets out to everybody. It sends most of the people. I got a lot of tickets to give away, Josh. So we'll probably try to accommodate everybody. 609-403-0973. Now,
yes,
I want to talk about something that I just alluded to on the break, but I've been thinking about this. Is like we talked about the 49ers. They're 5-0. The Eagles are the only other undefeated 5-0 team in the NFL. But the 49ers have been crushing people. And they crushed the Cowboys last week.
Yep.
But not only did they crush them, they made the Cowboys look horrible. And we're supposed to believe that the Cowboys are one of the teams to watch out for in the NFC. Dak Prescott threw 3 picks last week, and we really haven't heard too many people fired up about that. The laugh, make fun of somebody else's miseries. Well, in this area because of the Phillies, right?
Right.
People are paying attention to the Phillies. Don't care what the Cowboys are doing, but we're not like reveling in their misery, if you will.
Well, it's 2 reasons, I think. One, because, like you said, I think people are distracted. You mentioned this in the last hour. The Phillies have pushed football to the back seat for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So for a lot of people, like we're seeing this during the week with the Sports Bash and with Game Day on 97.3. Me and Gil see the text board every day. We get the social media interaction. People are so invested in the Phillies right now. It's an excellent point by you. I think the other reason why people don't care, I think people, they are getting to the point with the Cowboys. They're just indifferent. I think there's a level of indifference that they're just like, whatever.
Carlin, you go to I've had season tickets at the Lincoln Financial Field for many years, and the 3 teams that when we play, you're going to see just as many jerseys as you do Eagles jerseys. There's 3 teams: Pittsburgh, Dallas, and the Giants.
Yep.
The Giants, because of close proximity.
In our
Pittsburgh
division,
a little bit too, but Pittsburgh fans travel well.
Pittsburgh's like us.
They're like us. We're not as good as us, but they're like us.
Yeah.
But Dallas, there's a lot of fraud Dallas fans, right? They're from here. They like Dallas.
Born and raised here. Why are you Dallas fans?
And they're Dallas fans.
Yeah.
And they'll give you a myriad of reasons why.
They're not good.
I played electric football with the Dallas. I like the star and the helmet. You know what I mean? Like a lot of idiotic stuff. I think it's a character flaw.
Like I said, it's not a good reason.
It's a character flaw, Josh.
Listen, I don't mind someone not being the fan of the team of the region, right? You go anywhere in the country, people are fans of different places. I love seeing people show up at a place here at the Caesar Sportsbook inside Tropicana Atlantic City with their jerseys. But when they show up and the reason why they're a fan doesn't fit, it makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
Then I'm like, I'm out. I'm out on you being a fan of that team. Like, if you are a real fan, a football person, you got to give me a real legitimate reason. Like, I'm from for example, there's a guy who texts the radio station all the time. Diamondbacks fan, Derek. Okay.
Diamondbacks fan.
Yeah. But he lives in this area, but he was originally from Texas and Arizona. So he's a Cowboys fan and a Diamondbacks fan. So it's like, okay, well, I get that. That's where you're from originally. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you live here now. I don't mind that. That's a legitimate reason. Derek's a diehard sports fan.
There you go, look at
there goes Derek Henry.
Derek
he's
Henry,
gonna
rumbling,
he's gonna
bumbling,
try to score.
stumbling.
I'll be shoved one. I got him by the ankles.
But with the advent of social media, all you can NFL Red Zone, Carlin, people can be a fan from almost anywhere.
Exactly.
You know
so
what I mean?
That's why I say I don't mind if you have a legitimate reason, but these people who are like, oh, they were winning Super Bowls, or I always saw them on TV, or
America's team,
or America's team, or
So
whatever the
tired of
reason.
that.
Like, it's just like it's not a legitimate reason anymore. Like, you guys got to come up. If you are a fan of a team that is not in the region that you live in, you got to come up with a better reason than just whatever flippant reason you've been using for 30, 40 years.
I'll tell you guys, when I was in Florida this week for business, closer to Texas.
Yep.
So we heard they were playing Jerry Jones's. He has a weekly press.
Oh, they're playing.
Does his own thing. Oh yeah, it was big.
Yeah.
He came right out and said about his quarterback. He loves him, but he's not sure about paying him $50 million a year. I mean, he's coming up for a contract.
Would you?
Do you pay this guy $50 million?
He's a turnover machine.
Well,
man.
he'll be.
Hey, what about they just got Trey Lance? Didn't they just?
Yeah,
they did acquire Trey Lance. Here's my thing. Today, the Cowboys are going to play the Chargers. Dak Prescott had his 2 best years with Kellen Moore as the offensive coordinator. Kellen Moore isn't there anymore. Do we think that is the reason, or do you think it's only part of the reason for Dak's struggles?
I don't know. I mean, same thing.
I think his struggles are his own struggles.
I think they're his own struggles.
Me too.
So you don't think it has anything to do with the coordinator change?
No. Okay. I really don't.
Well, then if that's the case,
just like because in reverse, you can say the thing about Brian Johnson. It said, he and Jalen Hurts have been together, worked for, have known each other for a long time. You thought his play would improve. It's actually kind of regressed a little bit from last year.
Well, I've criticized Johnson. I think some of his play calling stinks.
Remember, we weren't talking about Zach the first 3 games of the year. First 3 games of the year was Dallas was this and Dallas was great. The defense was great. The offense was great. And it was all about their coach was calling the plays, and he was calling the right plays.
Well, now he's still calling the plays, and they still stink.
Yeah,
so,
but now they're playing better teams. You just played the best team, San Fran.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me tell you about Ride with Rhythm and Ride next week, October 21st, starting at 8 a.m. Ride times will be posted on the Mind Body app. Ride times will be posted on the Mind Body app. All proceeds will go to Mackenzie Helpenstein's Helping Hands Garden. Of course, Mackenzie succumbed to breast cancer, and we send our condolences out.
Yep.
But they're
I'm going to ride.
Try to raise money for a serious, a great cause.
Great cause, because it's not just helping her; it's helping a lot of other people too.
For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Somers Point, New Jersey.
Experience the best of the NFL season at Caesars Sportsbook, Tropicana Atlantic City. Bring your friends, grab a beer, cheer on your favorite teams. Now's the time to make a game plan and reserve your seats. Your ultimate game day experience awaits. Learn more at Caesars.com/AC.
I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. This place is phenomenal. The food is amazing. It's in Brigantine. It opened this summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of homemade Italian, American, and seafood favorites. Plus, their famous pizzas. Everything's generously portioned and great for sharing. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're open from 4 to 10 p.m. Wednesdays, 11:30 to 10 p.m. Thursday through Sunday. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. You'll love their cozy leather booths, the huge wraparound bar. Game day, they got the huge screen TVs, similar to the ones we're looking at here. They got a great game day menu. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. I recommend you get down there. Sunday dinner. Go down and have a Sunday dinner. Watch the game, and you'll enjoy yourself. All right, when we return, we'll talk with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Josh Hennig, Mike Carlin right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the radio home for Philadelphia Eagles football. It's week 6, and the Eagles travel to North Jersey later today to take on the Jets.
Here comes the rush. They've got him! It's Jalen Carter.
Pre-game coverage starts at 3 p.m. with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick calling all the action starting at 4:25. This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. 97.3 ESPN. Brought to you by
GMS Law. Make the right call with 4 convenient locations to serve you. Boardwalk Honda. Shop our lineup of new pre-owned and certified pre-owned Hondas online at boardwalkhonda.com. The Fan Zone at Sun Valley Pools. Unique fan gear and gifts for every fan of every team. Cape Regional Hospital. Your healthcare partner for a healthier life in Cape May County. Jersey Shore Federal Credit Union. Choose better banking. And South Jersey Gas.
97.3 ESPN FM is your official home in South Jersey for Eagles football.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives.
What place is
Visit
everybody at?
CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
This is the lunch rush at your local deli. Orders are flying in. Online, on the phone, and in person. Order for Nick. So is it possible that fast internet could help your business outrun the rush? It is with Comcast Business. Up-leveling your speed with gig speed Wi-Fi, powering all your devices, and fast downloads and uploads, powered by the next generation 10G network. With Comcast Business, next level speed isn't just possible, it's happening. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $39 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, ask how to get up to a $600 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online to learn more. Ends 11/12/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments. New 50 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and compatible router.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here inside the Tropicana at the Caesars Sportsbook. It's The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, and Josh Hennig, getting you ready for Week 6 in the NFL as we're watching the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens going at it. Right now, Baltimore's up 18-6, but it's Week 6 in the NFL, and I'm giving away tickets to the countdown to the Kelly Green Watch Party today at the Lincoln Financial Field. You get free tickets and free parking. 609-403-0973 is the text board. You got to give us your name, your email address, and make a prediction. Josh, you got a text message?
Yeah, I want to get one more in here before we get to Brian Hartley. Ernie from Millville says, I'll tell you why the Eagles will win today. 2 words, Zach Wilson.
He's right.
I don't. Here's the thing, and this is something that me and Gil disagree on. I don't think Zach Wilson is horrible. I just think that he's not as good as a first round pick should be. You know what I mean? I think the problem with guys like Zach Wilson is that, because he was picked, second overall?
High expectations.
There's higher expectations. Like if he was drafted in the second or third round, I don't think we would look at him the same way.
He won't be on the field.
Now it's time to go to my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant in Summers Point, serving lunch, dinner, spirits. Watch all the big games while enjoying their famous wings. Check out the full menu at charliesbar.com. Call for takeout at 609-927-FOOD. That's 609-927-3663. Meet your friends at Charlie's Bar at the shore since 44. That's Charlie's Bar. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome in my fantasy football guru and yours, Brian Hartley. Good morning, Brian. Jack McConville. Wow, that's McConville. I didn't think he had an athletic bone in his body. All right, fantasy football guru Brian Hartley. What a week to be a Philadelphia sports fan. Before we get you going, how about our Phillies, huh? Now, are you and Scott going to be going to the games, or Scott Simpson from Playland? You got a feeling, Guru, this is a team of destiny in a way, because it seems like, there's a possibility they could play against Houston again if they eliminate the Diamondbacks. Hey, fantasy football guru Brian Hart, let's talk about your expertise, football. How about Dak Prescott, man? People playing him. He just seems to be like a turnover machine and killing people in fantasy. Oh. Now, in my fantasy football league, Guru, I'm 1-4, and even Josh tried to help me out by putting C.J. Stroud in the game for me. That didn't work out. Back with Joe Burrow. Hopefully, he's getting better, but not working out too well for me again this year.
Brian, can we just note that C.J. Stroud did play well last week?
But it wasn't.
C.J. Stroud is not the reason why Billy lost in fantasy football. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know that was a good move to make because of Burrow's, because of his injury history there. But the one week I don't play him, then he ends up having a good game. That's how it goes, I guess, in fantasy football. All right, Guru, it's week 6 in the NFL. Who do you like? Who's going to be hot? Who's not?
Brian, a couple questions for you. Number one, we have a texter at 609-403-097 on the text board. Says, Cousins or Burrow for their starting fantasy football this week? Another question that came in is it safe to play Addison or Osborne? And the last one I see is a flex question about Deonta Foreman or Josh Palmer.
All right, fantasy football guru Brian Hartley. The Eagles head up north to take on the New York Jets, the 2-3 Jets. How do you see this one shaking out? Give us your prediction. All right, there he is, the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. We'll let you get back to the football game, Brian. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you next Sunday. There he is, the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant in Somers Point, New Jersey, serving lunch and dinner and spirits. Watch the big game while enjoying their famous wings. Check out the full menu at charliesbar.com. Give them a call at 609-927-FOOD. That's 609-927-3663. Meet your friends at Charlie's Bar at the shore since 44. That's Charlie's Bar. Of course, Brian appeared via the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. Want to remind people, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Somers Point, New Jersey.
Sign up for Caesars Rewards today and earn and redeem Atlantic City's best hotel stays and entertainment, nightlife experiences, and more at Tropicana Atlantic City. Head to the quarter this fall to redeem 1-1 comps and top-tier dining, boutique shopping, and the ultimate IMAX experience featuring the largest screen in South Jersey.
Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of the private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. Now, Carlin, we're sitting here, Josh, we're getting distracted because
well, you're getting distracted.
I smell this great food behind us from Chelsea's Gastropub.
Oh, boy.
I can't wait.
You
When
see
we
how
get
big
back,
this prime rib is behind us?
When we get back, we're going to try it out. All right, we're broadcasting live for the Caesars Sportsbook inside the Tropicana. It's the Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennig, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Catch Phillies playoff baseball on 97.3 ESPN.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Ball game.
Can the Phillies make a return trip to the World Series this season? Listen to find out.
It's the National League Championship Series. Phillies Diamondbacks.
Game 1 tomorrow night. Coverage begins at 7:30. The road to the World Series starts here on 97.3 ESPN. Your home for Phillies playoff baseball and the 2023 World Series.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
When my daughter gets a cold, I have a secret weapon. Dayquil Kids Berry from Vicks. Dayquil Kids is specially formulated to treat kids' most bothersome cold and cough symptoms quickly. And the best part is that Dayquil Kids Berry tastes really great. Aren't you supposed to be resting? Maybe.
Dayquil Kids Berry. The kids' berrylicious daytime congestion, coughing, stuffy head, stuffy nose, just for kids medicine. Safe for kids 6 years plus.
Next question. This place is known for its extraordinary financial services since 1902. Contestant 3?
Motion First Bank?
Oh, nice try. Sorry, everyone. The answer we were looking for is Ocean First Bank. Ocean First. But the good news is everyone goes home a winner with convenient access to deposit services, mortgage loans, business financing solutions, and digital banking options for business and personal accounts. Through local branches and online banking, your needs always come first at Ocean First Bank.
Now get 5.25% APY when you open a 6-month CD with at least $10,000 of new money to Ocean First. Learn more. Open yours with a local branch or at oceanfirst.com. Restrictions apply.
Equal housing lender, equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Caesars Sportsbook right here inside the Tropicana. Billy Schwein, Mike Carlin, Josh Hennig getting you ready for Week 6 in the NFL. And right now, we got 609-403-0973 is the text board. We got tickets to give away for the Countdown to Kelly Green watch party today at the Lincoln Financial Field. Send us a text message with your name and an email address, prediction of the score. We'll get you tickets to the watch party today. At the end of the show, we'll email them to you. All right, right now, every week we just have the best food and the best people coming in to share it with us.
First class here, Tropicana.
Right now, we got the restaurant chef here at the Chelsea Gastro Pub, Chef Al, and his assistant Mike. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
So I got my back turned to you right now, but when you wheeled this food in, I can smell it. It smells so good. I turn around, and what do we have, Al?
So this is our prime rib dinner that we do every Sunday and Monday. We have a special. It's $42.99. It's a 3-course meal. You get a choice of super salad. You get a 9-ounce portion of rib. You get your choice of baked potato or mashed potato.
Wow, looks delicious.
Comes with crispy fried shallots, au jus, the whole trimming. So you get dessert at the end. It's just a complete meal. It's a good deal. It's a great meal.
And I'm looking at your sundown happy hour. You got jumbo cocktail shrimp. You got a lot of great stuff here for happy hour. And you've got calamari, fried mozzarella, and cheese curds. It's pretty good, man.
Yeah. Every Sunday, Monday as well, we do happy hour at the Chelsea 5 from 5 to 7:30. And it's a good time to come out. sit at the bar, have some happy hour, sit down at the table, get a prime rib deal, or you can stay at the bar, enjoy yourself, and have the dinner there too.
So, Billy, I've been there many times for lunch.
Okay.
You want a good burger in town?
Yeah.
In Atlantic City?
Right.
This is where you go.
This is where you go.
I mean, the burgers
Well,
are
look
just
at the prime rib.
unbelievable.
No, prime rib. You eat that rare? Is that how you?
So we cook it rare to mid-rare, and then we heat it up to order as the guest wants it. So,
Medium.
Yeah.
Medium, Bill.
However you like it. We prepare it any way you like it.
And you got Mike here, your assistant, Mike.
Yeah, Mike White's my guy, dude. He's my right-hand guy.
How you doing, Mike?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Mike, this looks delicious.
Thank
it looks
you. I
phenomenal.
appreciate it.
How long does something like this take when you're cooking it?
So we slow roast it. So we cook it real low. That way, it renders out the fat. It breaks down the fat, so it's not chewy. So probably about 4.5 to 5 hours it takes to cook it.
So really quick. So are you guys football fans?
We are.
All right. So what's your favorite team?
I'm a Niners fan.
Niners.
All right. So we know the Niners are going to kill the Browns today. You're fine.
Hopefully.
No, it won't be hopefully. Trust me. Deshaun Watson is not playing. So
He's
you're
not playing.
He's not playing.
How about you, Mike?
What about you, Mike?
Are you yeah, that's right.
There you
All
go.
right. There you go. Right on,
All
man.
right, well, we know your team's winning, so let Mike jump in here. So, Mike, tell us, what is your prediction for the Eagles game today?
I think they're going to win. They've been playing kind of sloppy, but I think they'll win. They got to tighten up.
What's your prediction score?
I don't know. I can't say. I think it might be close. Score-wise, I can't predict, but I think it'll be close.
Okay.
As long as we get a W, that's
Just get out with a
That's all
W.
that matters.
Right.
Yep.
All right, Al, Mike, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Chris, we'll dig in after the show.
Cool.
And
No
it looks great. We really appreciate you guys.
Cool. Thanks for having us on.
All right, there they are for
Appreciate
the
it.
Chelsea 5 Gastro Pub here at the Tropicana. It's unbelievable. Come on down every week. The food's just phenomenal. All right, now it's time for our predictions. Josh Hennig, we'll start off with you, Josh. We got the keys to the game with Scott Grayson.
Yep.
He said, "Don't turn the ball over. Score in the red zone."
Just to get out early.
And get out early.
And that was my favorite part.
He predicted 30-10. What say you?
So when I made my prediction on game night on Friday, that was before the Sauce Gardner news came out.
Okay.
That changed my mind because I originally said the Eagles were going to cover the spread easily because of no DJ Reed. Now I think it's just going to be a blowout. I think the Eagles are going to win. I'm going to go like 33. I'm going to go 33-13.
33-13. Now, 2 weeks ago, everybody was jumping on the Eagles. I had I think I said 49-10. It was a lot.
The Washington game.
Yeah, Washington game was, we saw what happened there.
Division rivalry.
The division rivalry, but, we had to win on an overtime field goal to win the game.
Yeah.
So I'm weary. When people we've got Grayson's 30-10. Guru.
I mean, would you rather me say 24-10?
No. But when I see that, I worry. But not today. Not today. I think the Eagles can really get right against a Jets team they're hurting. Obviously, they don't have their best quarterback.
So what's your score?
I'm going to go with I'm going to say I think the Eagles are going to really run it up. I think they're going to fire on all cylinders offensively, and I think the Eagles win 40-10. 40-10 today.
Wow.
I think they're going to kill them. What do you
Mike,
say, Mike?
What's your prediction?
I think 34-17.
Okay.
34-17. So we're all pretty much in agreement that the doesn't that worry you? I mean,
I think their defense is going to I think they're going to pick off a pass and go back or a punt return. They're going to score more than just Zach scoring.
I think that the Eagles are going to demoralize them. I think that people
I think so too.
I always think people. So here's the stat: the Jets are 22nd in the NFL in total yards allowed, which is not good. The Eagles are second in the NFL in total yards gained. So that means without their starting two corners and their best special teams player, Hartley for the Jets, you're basically going against a Jets team that is depleted more than you are.
A stat that we brought up yesterday, I'm going to reiterate today. It's pretty amazing. But Philadelphia is 22-1 in the last 23 regular season games started by Jalen Hurts. The guy just keeps winning.
That's a great stat.
Before we get out of here, Danny Ryan back in the studio, who's been doing a great job today. What is your prediction for the Eagles-Jets game today, which can be heard at 3 p.m. here on 97.3 ESPN?
Well, before Sauce Gardner was out, I felt differently, but now I'm probably going to say like a I think the Eagles offense at least has a lot of success. So I'm going to go 34 to 14 Birds. That's what I'm going with.
34-14 Birds. Consensus is going to be a blowout.
Consensus is going to be a blowout. Now, real quick before we get out of here, Danny, who's going to be the guy who has a big game today? Go.
Oh, man. Just with how they've been trending, Devonta Smith had 1 catch for 6 yards last week. I have a feeling that they're going to be talking about, or they were talking about in the practices, let's feed Devonta this week. So I'm going to go with Devonta Smith.
Carlin?
Brown.
A.J. Brown
A.J.
again.
Brown.
Hassan Reddick.
You got Reddick?
I think Reddick goes off. I think he gets another 2 sacks today. I think the defense is going to shut them down. And I think Devontae Smith, I'm going to have to agree with Danny. I think Devontae Smith, it's his turn. I mean, he's been a good soldier, right? Everybody else they said, what about God or what about A.J. Brown? And these guys have played well now in the last couple of games. It's Devontae Smith's turn.
So I'm going to throw out Josh Sweat because remember, no Elijah Vera Tucker for the Jets. Their offensive line is beat up. They're probably going to focus on Hassan Reddick. So that means Sweat will get some
I thought about saying him too. That's a great pick, Josh.
I think the Philadelphia Eagles, they got to win this game. They got to be 6-0 because then the next couple of weeks, you got the Dolphins, you got the Commanders, and the Cowboys before the break.
And remember, the Kobe Dean plays today. That'll be something to watch. How much playing time does he get?
That'd be interesting. All right. Wow. I know Carlin can't wait to get into the food.
Well, I was trying to get a little more football talk before we got out of here. This is the Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3
It's not called
ESPN.
dining around the city.
At Caesar's Sportsbook inside Tropicana Atlantic City.
People, you got to come down and visit us. You come down this Sunday. Come down next Sunday.
You're missing out.
We're missing out. We're here. All right. Thanks, Carlin. As always, want to thank Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. Thanks, Josh Hennig. Thanks to the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. Danny Ryan back at the studio. Thanks for making the Locker Room part of your Sunday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Let's go, Birds. And I'll see you next week right here on 97.3 ESPN.
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Big news. The sports bag